Yo. I said, yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy coming at you guys with another video, man. If you guys are new to the channel, you already know what to do, man. Leave a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss another upload. Now, today, we're going to be talking about the best shooting badges versus the worst shooting badges. Now, obviously, you guys know that I have basically a sharpshooter build. Reason being that I have a sharpshooter build is because hold on, didn't do every badge. Okay, all right, we'll deal with that later. But yeah, the reason I have the sharpshooter build is because obviously you can see 37 shooting badges, and then pretty much all my shooting badges can go to Hall of Fame. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna specifically go through each and every single shooting badge and let you know what's worth it and what is not worth it. And we're gonna get straight into it. So first things first, we have blinders. Now, blinders is jump shots taken with the defender closing out in their peripheral version will suffer a lower penalty. Now, you guys remember this blinders badge from last year in 21. It was definitely useful in the sense that the pick and roll game was OP, so you were able to like utilize blinders a lot. It actually had to be patched. So coming into this year, blinders actually works very well with fadeaways. So you guys know how when you go for a fadeaway, obviously you're fading away from the defender, and a lot of the times they end up chasing you from the side, so that is considered to be your peripheral vision. This badge will activate a lot. It activates a lot when I'm running to the left or right and taking a fadeaway and the defender's kind of chasing me on my hip. So this badge is definitely great to use. Now, I haven't used it on gold because of the other badges that I like to utilize on Hall of Fame, so you don't need to use this badge on gold. At least if you have it on bronze, you will see a difference in your shot ability and your shot making. Next up, we're going to go to Circus 3s. Now, this is a badge where high difficulty jumpers such as hop steps, spins, step backs, and pull-ups receive a shot percentage boost from 3. Now, this badge right here specifically, you really don't need to use this badge unless you are some type of Ticino player. If you're going to sit there and run around, take step backs, and take fancy threes, that's the only way you should be using this badge, and it shouldn't even be one of your first badges because, you know, there's a lot more badges that are of a necessity that you actually do need to, you know, be able to make shots. This right here is just trying to just do a little bit much, trying to get too fancy. Next up, we got Deadeye. Jump shots taken with the defender closing out receive less of a penalty from a shot contest. Now, this badge is great. It's up to you what you want to use this badge on. It definitely is effective at any range because why? If a defender's closing out, which is more than 90% of the time, you're not always taking open jump shots. So if someone's closing out on you, this badge will work. So you can use it as much as you want. I usually use it on bronze, and that's good enough for me. Now, Green Machine gives an additional shot boost when consecutively achieving excellent releases on jump shots. I always like to utilize Green Machine on Hall of Fame. I just feel like having it on Hall of Fame just separates you from everyone else that doesn't have it on Hall of Fame, because obviously, you know, when you're able to get a green, it's only going to help you get more and more and more. So this badge is like a no-brainer. So that's why I always use Green Machine at the maximum level it can be. Next up, we got the Lucky Sevens badge, and this is a badge where I'm going to say only use this badge on 2s. The reason why I say only use this badge on 2s is because, you know, you have 7 seconds to get a shot off, and then when you're playing 2s, the offense is pretty quick because you're looking to make an immediate move. So that's the only place I use this badge. Sometimes I might use it on the 3s court where, you know, I'll look to score quickly, but it's definitely more effective, you know, on the 2s court. So I would say use it on the 2s court, and it's very OP depending on how much badge points you have. Using it on Hall of Fame is crazy, but I mean, if you have it on bronze, it'll help your shooting just enough. Slippery off ball, this is a cool badge, but you only really can use this badge when you're playing with people that you know, and you kind of tell them like, yo, I'm using slippery off ball, so I'm gonna just you know, do some off ball screens, kind of moving around like Steph Curry type stuff. But other than that, don't use this badge, and it should be one of the last badges you use anyways, because it doesn't help with your shooting. It just helps you to get a shot off, but it's not helping with the actual percentages of your shot going in. So yeah, only utilize this badge with people that you know. Next up, volume shooter. This is the badge where you can kind of utilize it wherever you want. It's obviously going to be effective for you, help your shot percentage go up. I usually use it on bronze, but hey, if you want to use it on Hall of Fame, you can. Like I said, it's only going to increase the chances of your shot going in. So this badge is really up to you where you want to use it. Next up, we got catch and shoot. I only use it on bronze, and, you know, because I already have such a high 3-point rating, I don't need it to be so high. But I guess if you're in the rec center, then, you know, you have a set where you're going to play, then go on ahead. But I would say there's no need to use it on Hall of Fame because it uses so many upgrades, so bronze is good enough. Clutch shooter, you don't need this badge at all. Even in the rec center, it's kind of tough to say, oh, you're gonna need to have on Hall of Fame clutch shooter. But if you're playing rec and you're having a bunch of close games and you have badge points to use, go on ahead and use this badge. If I've ever used this badge, it's only been on bronze, even in the park, because it does activate in the park when the game's close, like 15-15. But yeah, I would rather just only use this badge on bronze if I ever do decide to use it. Next up, we got difficult shots. Obviously, difficult shots is a great badge from the sense that, you know, you're able to fade, do spin shots, step backs. All those shots will activate on the difficult shots badge, which is very good. So I would say to use this at the maximum potential. If you're using this badge, you should be using it at the maximum potential. Same thing for Hot Zone Hunter. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Wherever you have hot zones, this badge will activate. It will help you make your shots at a higher clip. Definitely use it at the highest advantage you can use it. Rhythm shooter. This is a badge where I say do not use this badge unless you are a dribble head. If you're not a dribble head, do not use this badge. Me, I understand how to play 2K, but I'm not a dribble head. I've never been a dribble head. Even when I've made point guard builds, which I've made probably a point guard build in the past where I was able to dribble really well, had a high ball control, I still wasn't a dribble head. So yeah, I pretty much stay away from this badge. It's only gonna work when you do like a size up in front of somebody, dribble up in front of somebody, and then shoot. You have to do it immediately after you do that. So it's like, no, don't use the badge unless you're a dribble head. Sniper, this goes for anybody that can shoot the basketball of any sort. You should have sniper on Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame sniper, no questions asked. This is literally a badge that's gonna help you make your shots at all clips. So it's just the right thing to do. You guys can see the description. Jump shots taken with the slightly early/late timing will receive a boost. So, you know, while early and late shots will receive a bigger penalty. So I mean, if you know your jump shot pretty much, you're gonna make a lot of shots with the sniper badge. The chef badge is basically just running and fading. It's like a difficult shot 3-point badge. Do not use this badge unless you literally plan on running and fading, because like, bro, think about it. Do you really want to be in a situation where you have this badge and you're not even going to be taking running 3-pointers? It's like there's really no use for it. Corner specialist, this badge does work when you fade to the corner, so I always use it on bronze. Now, if you're someone that's in the rec or you're going to be sitting in the corner and you feel like you need to have this badge at a max potential, go on ahead. But there's so many more other badges that are a necessity. So I would say, nah, bronze is good enough. Fade ace, you shouldn't be using this badge unless you are a post scorer. If you're not a post scorer, there's no reason for you to be using fade ace. But hey, if you feel like you want to use fade ace, go on ahead, man. I don't really blame you. Go on right ahead. Next up, we got Limitless Spot Up 3. This is a no-brainer. It's range extender, limitless range badge. This is going to help you be able to make your shots from 3-point at a very efficient rate and from deeper behind the 3-point line. So this is definitely a badge that if you're able to access it, you should have it at the highest tier. This should like be your #1 option as to having a shooting badge at the highest tier. Set shooter is probably one of the worst shooting badges of all time, simply because of how long it actually takes to activate. I am not sure if they upgraded it this year, but how it's been in the past is it takes 3 to 5 seconds to activate. And let's be honest, when you're playing 2K, you're not gonna be open for that long. Even when you do get an open shot, someone eventually is gonna close out on you. You can't just sit there for 3 to 5 seconds and wait and then shoot. Like, it's just not gonna work. So I would say don't use this badge at all. And next up, or lastly, we got Stop and Pop. Now, Stop and Pop is a badge that everyone utilizes, especially if you are a guard. At some point, you're gonna dribble and then stop and then shoot. So I always have this badge on at least bronze. If it's not on bronze, then I don't really use it. In the past, I used to use it at the highest tier because I mean, I'm always stopping and popping and shooting, but there's so many other badges that I want to utilize. So I just at least keep that on bronze, and it definitely helps just enough. So yeah, man, guys, that's pretty much the video. You know what I'm saying? The goods versus the bads, the pros versus the cons, the worth it versus the not worth it. These are the shooting badges. I think these is pretty much all of them because like I said, I have 37 shooting badges, so I'm sure I unlocked all of them. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure y'all smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss another upload. And let me know which one you guys want to see next. I'm going to do all of them anyway. I'm going to do the finishing, playmaking, and defensive. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But that's pretty much it, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's your boy, John Rings, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Gang, they cannot do it like him. Nobody shooting like him. Gang, nobody doing like him. That nigga hate everyone cause he broke, and that's why nobody like him. Gang, SD Glow 19. talking this shit.